Mary was overwhelmed with emotion, found herself rolling on the floor in uncontrollable tears, haunted by the accusation made by her own daughter, Favor. This dreadful crime she was being accused of made Mary question if her daughter had completely lost respect and regards for her. As she cried louder, she couldn't help but wondered what had changed her daughter's favor. The loving, respectful girl she had raised seems to be replaced by someone unrecognizable. Could it be someone in the village had bewitched her? Mary asked. Mary, lost in contemplation, knew she had to act quickly to uncover the truth. She felt a voice disturbing her, reminding her of her own action and the consequences that had now caught up with her. I'm to be blamed in this. I haven't been a good mother to Favor, nor a good wife to my husband. She had indulged in pleasures of life, forgetting to call upon God. Sinking further into guilt, Mary blamed herself for everything that has transpired, realizing she had failed as a mother and as a wife. She had committed adultery, betrayed her loving husband, having so many boyfriends. Although Favor was right about me having a boyfriend, I can't bring myself to killing my dear husband. Perhaps this was how God wanted to punish me. She reflected, desperately pleading for forgiveness and protection for her own daughter, who seemed to have fallen victim of the influence of the evil. With tears streamed down her face, Mary hoped for a miracle to rescue them from this deadly situation. She looked up to God, believing He would answer her. On the day of the persecution, the prison cell door was unlocked, and Mary was escorted to the field where she was to be hanged to death. A pastor was summoned to say a final prayer, offering solace to her troubled soul. With Mary reckoned remembering, Mary struggled to tighten the rope around her neck. And suddenly, Favor appeared, running towards her mother. Favor's body bore the mark of brutal beating, with blood flowing from her ear. But despite her injuries, she declared her mother innocent. Favor confessed to being the real mother, shocking all those present. As the head of the police officer commanded his colleagues to arrest Favor and release Mary, the truth finally began to unfold. Favor remembered how her escape was. She could not help but weep. It has come to her during the gathering of her fellow witches, where something that resembled a snake came out from Favor's body, removing her from her ghost-like state. Confused, Favor confronted the witches, recognizing her as someone familiar. The apple seller, the woman that sold apple for her in the traffic. The other witches realized the danger of Favor posed to them. attacked her from behind, mercilessly scratching her ear and preparing to end her life. Yet, as if guided by some force, a burning fire intruded and consumed the witches, putting an end to their evil deed. Their reign ended. Favor find her way out of the place. Favor was saddened seeing the beheaded head of her loving father on the table beside the witch's throne. She cried, seeing the doom that had befallen her. Could it be that Mary's prayers were the driving force behind this undescribable turn of events? Favor courageously shared her experience with the judge, but the matter was deemed beyond the scope of law. Recognizing the spiritual nature of the case, the judge dismissed it as a family matter that ought to be resolved amicably. Overwhelmed with grief, Mary embraced her daughter Favor, knowing that they had been spared from a tragic end. They realized the power of prayer and agreed to always seek solace in God, vowing to prevent evil from prevailing their lives. Emma, which is Favor's father, the innocent victim of this story, he was laid to rest with dignity, and the family set out to amend their broken bonds. Mary and Favor uncovered the strength that comes from being prayerful and remaining faithful in God. And as Favor woke up, she was surprised on realizing that it was a dream. She became very scared